Hi, and thank you for the chance to speak to all of you today. So I'm Meredith Raley, and I work for the Disability Federation of Ireland. For anyone who doesn't know, the Disability Federation of Ireland, or DFI, is an umbrella organization for disability organizations. We have over 120 members right now, and those include service providers, advocacy organizations, and a range of other organizations that work on disability issues. In addition to being an umbrella organization, we're also an advocacy organization. We advocate for the rights of people with disabilities, and we try to frame our advocacy around the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. So as far as the issue of caring, as you know, caring is often seen in Ireland as a very gendered issue. Most care is provided by women, and so women are over affected by problems around caring in Ireland. Although obviously men and people not within the gender binary also do have issues around caring that should be addressed. As far as DFI's position, we'd like to see a lot more state support around caring. Right now in this Ireland, there's very little state support for caring and carers. And this causes a lot of problems. Many carers find themselves having to leave the workforce. And obviously, since this disproportionately affects women, that means women are disproportionately being pushed out of the workforce by carrying responsibilities. And many people see their lives greatly impacted by taking on the role of carer. Families also, due to this lack of support, take on a lot of the financial burdens of caring. So in addition to the burdens of caring, the loss of income from a job, for instance, families caring for people with disabilities also take on the additional cost of disability. In Ireland, it's estimated that the cost of disability is on average 200 euros a week, although obviously there's a lot of variance in that. Partly as a result of all of this, people with disabilities and their households are far more likely to be at risk of poverty than the general population. Over 37% of people with disabilities are considered at risk of poverty, compared to 13% for the general population. So if we turn to look at how the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities frames caring and services for people with disabilities, this convention says that certainly people should be provided with the most appropriate care, but also they should have a choice in their care. And the goal of care and services is to help a person to lead an independent life. Without state supports for many families of people with disabilities and individuals with disabilities, this is out of reach. If people are cared for by family, say young adults with disabilities cared for by family, often don't have the chance to move out of the home and start an independent life. And obviously this lack of choice for people with disabilities also has an impact on their family who are providing care to them. And you know, many young people with disabilities, just like anyone else, would like to be able to move out and to have a life independently of their families. But without robust state supports, families can't help them to make that choice, and they can't make that choice for themselves. So what DFI would like to suggest is that the entire care structure really be overhauled, and that care around people with disabilities should really be based in the core principles of choice and independence, both for people with disabilities and for family members providing care for them. This would obviously benefit people with disabilities. They would be able to live in different situations other than the family home, to lead independent lives, to achieve life goals such as employment, education. But this would also benefit carers as well. Right now, for a lot of family carers, there's a constant concern about what will happen if they can no longer provide care. If the carer becomes ill or develops a disability themselves, what will happen as both the carer and the person with disability age? And if there was a robust set of state supports outside of the family to provide care and services, then many of these concerns would not be nearly as important or as stressful as they are right now. So that's really the kind of change that DFI would like to recommend. Thank you for your time.